and welcome to Active Citizens Parliament. Once again, we're here to, discuss the things that are happening in Nigeria. And as you know, there are very serious issues in Nigeria. First of all, everybody knows that Bola Tinubu is back in the country, and several Nigerians are reacting to his coming back and asking a whole lot of questions about what went on in France and about the deaths that are, people that are dying in Nigeria. But most especially, there is a major political realignment that is quietly taking shape in Nigeria right now. As we speak, even Kwankwaso has now, should we say, decamped or visited or had a closed-door session with Tinubu. The same day that we have about 3 to 4 governors leaving PDP for the APC, the political realignment is quietly taking shape in Nigeria and is setting the stage for what could be a dramatic showdown in the 2027 general elections. You can have a visuals of this very particular meeting with Bola Tinubu at the presidential villa. Now, Bola Tinubu's bid for this second term is a potential wave of defections from the opposition People's Democratic Party. He's capturing the main people that needed to work for Atiku, and we're talking about a coalition. Recall that this same Delta State governor, as an example, actually had an EFCC case, I think a case of embezzlement of about 1.3 trillion naira. That is the forgiveness. He has to port everybody in Delta into APC. That is what is happening. Now, there are sources, the reports that are coming out from the presidency and, key party insiders, they reveal that not fewer than 4 PDP governors are currently in advanced talks to join the APC camp. This behind the scenes, the maneuvering, if successful, could drastically weaken the PDP's grip and hand Tinubu a significant head start in 2027. And of course, should we call it a political merger, or should we call it, like a Akwa Ibom man talk? Well, one of the most visible signs of this brewing political shit came from Akwa Ibom State, that is Governor Omo Ono, who recently declared public support for Tinubu, speaking on one particular event like that, proclaimed that outside of partisan lines in their state, he declaring an emergence of a so-called unity party between PDP and APC. That is where all this started. Now, Eno's endorsement did not happen in a vacuum. Senate President Godswill Akpabio, whom everybody knows is an influential Tinubu ally, has reportedly been instrumental in facilitating the governor's alignment. Now, in return, Akpabio is expected to back Eno's second-term bid, according to insiders, and ensure the full political machinery of Akwa Ibom State swings behind Tinubu's re-election and his own continued hold on the Senate. What are we doing about all of this? What are we, well-meaning Nigerians, doing at this point when we are calling for electoral reforms and no action is taken by us at our own, even inside the one that can happen in our own bedroom, signing petition that we can do even a drinking parlor? We are docile. We are watching why 2027 permutations is going on. Now, even the National Assembly Service Commission, they did not mind one where they said, and I quote, "You broke a record by being the first opposition governor to declare support for President Tinubu's second-term bid." Now let's look at, let's go back to Delta State. Governor Sheriff. If you go to Enugu, Governor Peter Mba of Enugu, and then we look at Fubara, that they have captured the state, is also reportedly weighing their options of joining the APC. Now, it's very, very important for us to understand that things are happening in Nigeria, and Tinubu is playing this very chessboard. It's a grand chessboard, and it's ruthless calculations for 2027. So, let us be wary. But before I continue on this Tinubu strategy, so that why I'm bringing this is for us to know that a whole lot of things are happening. And these things that are happening, we need to take action on our own side as well, meaning Nigerians. But before I continue on this strategy and all what is going on, let's take a listen. They just prompted me that there is a video by Randy Peters where he welcomed Chief Bola Tinubu back to Nigeria from France. I want your take on that video. I viewed it, but they insist that that our viewers need to see it before we continue. Let's hear how Randy Peters welcomed Tinubu back and the questions he's asking that is causing a whole lot of reactions in Nigeria, especially on X platform. Let's take a listen to him. We'll come back.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Mr. President, welcome back from your working visit to France. When you travel on the 2nd of April, your aide, Mr. Bayo Ononuga, he talks, say, the president, they travel to evaluate the performance of his government for these 2 years where you don't be president. So, Mr. President, sir, I just say, make I ask you, from your personal evaluation and assessment of your performance, waiting be your results, waiting be the score where you give yourself. Since now you they set exam, now they mark on yourself for your own performance, can you share with us some of the results of your performance as a government, sir? Mr. President, if you're not able to share us your result, please permit me to give you a little of your performance in these 2 years of your government. So, Mr. President, as you day away for France on working visit, within a space of 1 week, more than 150 Nigerian human beings have been slaughtered in Plateau State alone. Not to talk about Benue State, where the Benue State governor, who is also APC governor, don't confirm, say more than 70 people were killed within a space of 1 week. We not talk about the killings for Gombe and every other part of the country. Almost every week, Nigeria, they see constant mass graves, mass burial. And that is part of the assessment of your government, Mr. President. So, Mr. President, as your children where we be, as a concerned child, shall we dare free to ask, say, waiting be the benefit of this working visit to France? From this working visit, which bilateral agreement was signed? Now, which foreign investor they come Nigeria, they carry companies come as a result of this visit? Abinas, na ole you waka go, na ole you waka come. Mr. President, with the constant killing where they go on for Nigeria, apart from the hunger and starvation where they, apart from corruption, with these killings now, shall we dare free to talk, say, make Mr. President Tinubu also resign from office? Because I dey borrow your words, Mr. President. Under Jonathan government, all the tweets where you put and all your statements, they're there for public. You said that on security, the box stop at the president's table, and it questions the competence of President Jonathan. You said the constant killing of Nigerians across the country is unacceptable. Mr. President, now where you be commander-in-chief of the armed forces too, share the constant killing of Nigerians all over the country is now acceptable? Nigerian leaders, Una APC supporters, President Tinubu government and all of una, as una talk say this government is a government of renewed hope. I say make I ask now, what exactly is the meaning of renewed hope? Which kind of renewed hope no get empathy for the killing of defenseless citizens in the country? What this government they provide for Nigeria is the textbook definition of how not to govern a country. Nigeria almost exists so that other countries can learn how not to govern their countries. What kind of renewed hope they bring this kind of hunger and starvation? Renewed hunger, renewed shaggy, renewed insecurity, renewed hopelessness. Yet, when I don't already they prepare for 2027 election. Nigerian politicians, at what point when I go talk, say this country has given you so much, make you also make sacrifices for the poor. Nigerian poor people, we are the subsidy for the rich. When are they here, the president is a former governor, vice president, former governor, senate president, former governor, all receiving pensions and allowances from their respective states. But yet, at what point when I go talk, say this country we don't do so much for una, make una give back to the people. When are they here, they talk, they do baby steps. We are taking baby steps, for 2 years now. But when I know they take baby steps, where we say billboard and posters for Tinubu 2027 done already, they full Abuja and Lagos. So when I not take baby steps for that one. When I not take baby steps to buy presidential jet, renovate vice president house, renovate Aso Rock, buy cars for office of first lady. But Nigerians go continue to they take baby steps. For that France where President Tinubu travel go, when there is crisis in the country, the president, if he dey overseas, go cut short in trip, he go come back to attend to the crisis. But for my country of renewed hope, when there is crisis at home, president go wear clothes, enter presidential jet where he buy newly, he go fly out of the country. That is renewed hope. Now APC progressivism be that. Shame on us as a country. And when they talk about 2027, the calamity where they at hand when I no finish them, you push more people into multi-dimensional poverty, but you won't come back for second term. The only arrogance where Nigerian politicians get is because they have a criminal INEC on their side. Nigerian, we must begin to find the courage to go to the National Assembly and demand electoral reform before 2027. If not, we they enter criminality and corruption Armageddon. My own no hard. We must decide to ensure we make electronic transmission of results mandatory. We must protect our INEC server before we begin to talk about independent candidacy and all of those other judicial reform, constitutional reform. If not, we get trouble. When I hear what Reverend Tunde Bakare talk, he said this is motopark politics. This is political banditry. Reverend Tunde Bakare, fellow Nigerians, we are in trouble if we not fix INEC before 2027. Because as we they talk, so maybe finally na me go carry my one-man protest, go National Assembly. Maybe na there they go finally arrest me. Because for Nigeria, when they kill people, now you wait talk say they kill people and it no good. Now you they go come to arrest. The criminals will kill people, nobody go touch them. Now so the country be, but planning to harm me is a waste of plan. Use that time to plan to protect people and to give us a better life. May Nigerians receive the courage to speak up and put value on human life in this country. God bless Nigeria, hoping to hear from the president on his next working visit. My name is Peter for Nigeria.
God bless Randy Peters. For the people who be say then they react for X about his outspokenness, I beg make on a retreat small. You see what Randy Peters said here, that even if he takes one man, that is only him going to do that very protest that has to deal with electoral reform before 2027, that he will do it. And if it is that will get him arrested, that let that happen. We can see the spirit where person gets. And every day I come out here and I will be energizing us. I'll be telling everybody who cares to listen, let even in your own bedroom you can do your protest. Simply sign the petition, the mandate for petition. I've sent it at the link. There's a link to sign this very petition that guarantees us to have an electoral reform. Because a recommendation for electoral amendments to be done is already before the National Assembly. As we speak, the National Assembly is already planning on how to do electoral reform, how to amend the Electoral Act of 2022. But what are they going to amend? They will probably not even touch the aspect of IREV. They may not even touch the aspect of votes going directly from the polling unit directly to IREV for everybody to see. So what are we talking about? That's why I said what Randy Peters is talking about, that welcome that is given and tagged Chief Bola Tinubu is the right way to go. And if every Nigeria stop their normal rants and goes into this kind of rant, that will be a healthy rant. Now let me continue what I was, explaining to us before they prompted me that there is this very video that they needed to show. Let's talk a little bit about Fubara. In particular, it presents a complex case, that Rivers State. His early plans to jump ship were said to have been stalled by his state political crisis and Tinubu's disappointment with his handling of the situation as at that time. If you guys recall, they went to the villa and they had a discussion but was never carried on. Still, his refusal to join fellow PDP governors in contesting a proposed state of emergency indicates he may be distancing himself from the opposition fold. Now let's look at the political silence. Notably, all of these 4 governors that we are talking about, we're talking about Governor Eborowere of Delta, Fubara, and the one of Enugumba. They were absent from the recent PDP Governors Forum meeting in Ibadan. Go and check the dailies. While Akwa Ibom and Delta sent their deputies, Fubara was clearly sent no representation at all. But who had remained close to the presidency is also rumored to be leaning towards quietly support for Tinubu, if not an eventual defection. This subtle political drift is ringing alarm bells, not just within PDP, but to all well-meaning Nigerians. With PDP party already grappling with internal divisions, a mass defection of governors which could deal a crushing blow to Atiku and any other person coming through the 2027. I saw show me the other day at, I think, one mic podcast suggesting that PDP had at least over 10 governors who are going to support, and if P2B is coming to the PDP, and then these governors will team up in PDP to support him. How many PDP governors do we have left? The possibility of losing multiple state governors has thrown PDP leaders into crisis management mode as we speak right now. Some party elders are calling for urgent interventions to prevent what they see as a looming exodus that could effectively hand Tinubu a second term on a platter of gold. So where are the coalition that we are talking about? He said, if the coalition comes together, then we are doing a calculation of last year. Atiku had 6-point-something million votes. P2B had about 4-point-something million votes. If they put it together, it's more than the... But what is happening now? Now, the PDP believe that the situation might not be irreversible. They argue that the governors are simply hedging their bets and could backtrack if a formidable opposition coalition emerges. Which one are the credible opposition coalition? P2B, to port where people are living. Now, this is especially if it feels a popular candidate for a political strategic South-South region, where resistance to the APC has traditionally run strong. 2027 is without electoral reform, without Nigerians reacting to what we are talking about. I wonder how it will go. But let's look at the northern strategy. Tinubu is not leaving anything to chance. With murmurs of northern discontent, as we saw earlier about Kwankwaso visiting him and having closed door, and other key political blocs threatening to withdraw support, Bola Tinubu is doubling down on outreach efforts. And that's why we see closed door sessions with Kwankwaso. I mean, Kanu pulls over 2 million votes, I believe. Now, according to sources, Tinubu is scheduled to meet another prominent opposition leader from Kanu this week. The meeting, they say, is to be brokered by Akpabio again. You know, well, that is not all. A second high-level meeting is also in the works, according to the reports coming in. Those political maneuvers that is going on now in the north could be crucial in swinging votes come 2027. If well-meaning Nigerians did not react for electoral reform by signing the petition, the link is at the core down of this very video. I put it there on the comment section. Click the link so that you sign up if you don't want all of these things to happen. APC's strategy is clear. Secure the north, neutralize the South-South oppositions, and consolidate national support before the race even begins. They are not for sentiment. What is really unfolding is not just political posturing. It is a calculated game of power, loyalty, and survival. Now, as the PDP scrambles to hold the line and Bola Tinubu maneuvers to broaden his coalition, the question is not just who will win in 2027. It is who will still be standing by 2027. How many people will still be standing? It's not about him winning again. If we did not react now, and the reaction is simple, we need to have an electoral reform. It does not matter what all the governors of the PDP decamps. It does not matter whether all the other parties, they all decamp. The important thing is the reaction of Nigerians. Stay in your house or your bedroom. Sign the petition for electoral reform. Let the votes count. This very high-stakes chess match that I'm talking about, every move counts, and the game is already underway. A word is always enough for the wise. You can start your protest to the National Assembly from your bedroom, from the comfort of your kitchen, by signing the petition for an electoral reform. Let your vote count. Let's take a listen to Mandate 4 as we proceed.
You are tired. I too am tired. You've shown up. You voted. You've done your part. And what happened? It felt like it didn't matter. And now you're asking yourself, why bother? Why should I care? What difference does it make? I'm not here to sugarcoat it. The system is broken. But if we give up now, we'll leave our future in the hands of those who broke it. That's why I'm asking you to join me, join other Nigerians in the Fix INEC Fix Nigeria campaign. At Mandate 4, we have a project. 2027 is currently ongoing. In that project, we have a campaign called Fix INEC Fix Nigeria. And what we've done is that we've created tools, reports, resources, and everything you need to take action. Will you act? The choice is yours, and the future is ours. Visit mandate4.org/FixINEC to learn how your little voice, your little light can spark change.
Please go to the comments section right now. We have this very link for Mandate 4, Fix INEC, Fix Nigeria. Click the link, sign the petition, be part of this very silent protest for an electoral reform. This is something that each and every one of us can do. We are looking for about 5 million to 10 million votes, and I know that Nigerians can do this. Without an electoral reform, there's no democracy after 2027. We have a little window. I'm encouraging all well-meaning Nigerians, obedience, whoever you are, that if you are undergoing this suffering that we keep talking about in Nigeria, we must elect somebody that has to be from us. It does not matter who this person is, but must be what the people chose. So please, share this video. It's very important. If you're a new person, please subscribe. Like and share so that other people will know that there is a mass desire for all of us to sign a petition for the National Assembly to amend the electoral process that has been submitted to them. It's just for you to enter your name, your phone number, your details in that very place that suggests, and something will pop up to show you that there is this is what is being sent to the National Assembly. And you hear it across Nigeria. Let us do this. We can't be lamenting every day. Share this video. Press the share link right now to everywhere so that people will come on board and sign the petition. And also copy this very link to send to your friends, your relations. Let them sign the petition to fix INEC, fix Nigeria. We have limited time. Thank you so much for doing it. God bless you for have shared this video and for have signed up on this petition. Until tomorrow, when we come back again, I will continue to talk the same thing. I will bring the news where they for Nigeria, the ones where they trend, the ones, all their calculation, all their maneuvers for 2027. But I will still come back with the same thing until we actualize it. We must sign this petition, every Nigerian. Thank you so much for watching. Until tomorrow, bye for now.